Chris Paul would kill for a ring? If he ever said it, he ain't capping. This nigga tried to kill Giannis, bruh. I saw the Bucks outgun the Suns for the entirety of the game. At the end of the day, they had nothing for this nigga. He's too old to be in training. So if he's gonna be a him, he's gonna be a him. And it's dumb strong consideration right now. Giannis is treated very weirdly, and I mean that in the sense of players don't talk about him.
Me and my niggas, you know we got that. They say, why you too hype, bitch? I feel like I'm amped up.
Nah, this game was crazy. It's sad. Some niggas don't see Steph Curry and LeBron and ain't appreciating this. Then Chris Paul came down in the motherfucker and won. D-book. That motherfucker said, give me that shit, nigga. Oh my God. Hey, first things first. We know how Chris Paul get down, bro. We know the play was great. Chris Paul, what the fuck, man? Yo, you tried to kill this nigga, dog. I ain't gonna lie, Chris Paul would kill for a ring? If he ever said it, he ain't capping. This nigga tried to kill Giannis, bro. This nigga tried to execute Antetokounmpo on live television. Oh my God. That shit ain't work, either. Like that whole game, Giannis was out that motherfucker doing whatever the hell he wanted, bro. Nah, he got it. I ain't gonna lie, he got it, bro. Giannis got that shit, bro. I thought this would be the Middleton struggle game. Like I said, the only two things I knew coming into this game was D-Book was gonna go crazy and the Bucks won. There was nothing stopping me from getting ESPN, NBA, and Twitter notifications all saying Bucks win. And there was also nothing I could do about the fact that I would accidentally see D-Book dropping 40. Everything else, swear to God, I was blind. On everything I love, I was blind. I deleted Twitter. First quarter, Giannis comes in. He on this type of timing. Yo, we gotta talk about Pat Connaughton briefly. This nigga don't miss. Like, you're for real, like this. I don't remember this nigga missing shots. Every time the Bucks is about to get their ass blown out or something, this nigga Pat Connaughton comes down the court and hit a three. Like this nigga does not miss, bro. The first quarter, I'm watching it. I'm like, yo, everyone's on timing. Chris Paul's running the offense. Devin Booker seems like he's gonna drop fucking 40. Spoiler, he did. Yaton's on timing. Jay Crowder's even cooking. McCall's even cooking. I'm like, oh, this isn't the game where Cameron Payne and Cam Johnson carry. Nah, this is the game where the Suns just beat their ass. Okay, cool. They get into the second quarter, bro. This shit barbecue chicken. I seen Brook Lopez getting touches on the low block, key parts in the pick and roll. Brook Lopez was out there balling. I kid you not, if you watch it, Brook Lopez was balling. Then it goes from Brook to Drew. Then it goes from Drew to Middleton. Then it goes from Middleton to a PJ corner three and Bobby Portis. Then it goes back to Drew. And the whole time I'm like, wait, Giannis ain't doing shit. Giannis is on the bench. so I'm like, oh shit. Motherfuckers probably was tweeting, oh, see, the Bucks look better without Giannis. No. My mindset was, holy shit, Giannis is on the bench. I was like, yo, this nigga Giannis is literally on the bench just chilling while the Bucks come back. Oh my God. Not the best second quarter for the Suns. Nobody could buy a bucket. The stats pretty much reflect that. Yeah, I don't even need to talk about that. You go to the third quarter and the Suns look like they're back on timing, and by the Suns, I mean Devin Booker. This was the Devin Booker and Drew Holiday quarter. I know Middleton had 5 or 7. I promise you I know Middleton was 5 or 7. This was the D-Book and Drew Holiday quarter. This quarter really came down to fucking Drew and D-Book just trading buckets essentially. And then when those buckets started to go to Middleton, Drew started locking D-Book the fuck up. I kid you not, D-Book was like 5 of 5. I didn't even know he ended 6 of 11. I knew for a fact that Drew started picking his ass up. This nigga went 1 of 6 since. And the whole time, and as you can see between these first 3 quarters, let me go back to the first half. So statistically, in case you think I'm just overreacting to shit, because I did just watch the game, but 4 of 8 in the half, now being 5 of 11, Chris Paul's been pretty mid the entire game. Solid defensively, but he's undersized. He's 6 foot. He's still going to get targeted. Guys like Drew Holiday, let alone Giannis and Middleton, are going to shoot over him or lay it up over his head. Cameron Payne didn't have his best performance either, but he's Cameron Payne. If we're going to hold campaign to some ridiculous standard, then power to you. Chris Paul can't be mid throughout the entire game, but in the fourth quarter, Chris Paul was not perfect. He lost, but he was sensational. And it was all between in like the last 5 minutes too. Fuck the fourth quarter. Chris Paul came down the court, hit a fade on Giannis. Granted, it was like 5 feet from the rim, but it was a fade because what the fuck he gonna do, lay it up on him? No. No. Then he comes down the court, hits a three. Then he quite literally on some defensive blown coverage shit. Chris Paul just pulled it from the top key, bang. And then on the last bucket he got, it was a spin on Pat Connaughton. I think I just showed y'all that. I don't know why Chris Paul's getting a lot of shit right now. I mean, I granted he's the big, hell, he's my screensaver. But like he's the big focal point. But I'm not looking at Chris Paul, and honestly, I'm not even looking at Devin Booker. Devin Booker got trapped by great defenders on a great defensive play. I'm not looking at Chris Paul blowing it. I'm not looking at Devin Booker sold. I'm not looking at X, Y, and Z. For real, if anything, this nigga Ayton couldn't buy a bucket in the fourth. But I don't think it was about the Suns losing the game. A lot of, like, I get it. It's fun to be negative and toxic and shit, but it wasn't about the Suns really losing. More so than the Bucks just beating their ass. That's what I saw, at least. I saw the Bucks outgun the Suns for the entirety of the game. I saw DeAndre Ayton. Let's get the final stats. Let's get the final stats just so I think this will showcase this the best. My last stream, I literally said all three got a hit at the same time. Devin Booker dropping 40. If you expect more, you shut up. Ayton give you 20 and 10 on good efficiencies. That sounds good to me. Chris Paul giving you 21 and 11 on one turnover. That sounds pretty good to me. Honestly, I don't understand how people are saying Chris Paul's blowing it. I don't understand the Devin Booker soul thing. They got outplayed. It's simple as that. You had 29 from Middleton, where he was virtually unstoppable. You had 27 from Jrue Holiday, who had not Giannis been on the fucking court, was arguably the best player on the court. Even though I would say Devin Booker, but honestly, what more can you do? Hell, even Pat Connaughton outplayed their bench, let alone Bobby Portis. The Bucks just outplayed them niggas. So I'm not really out here to slander this man on the screen. I'm not really out here to D-Mitch better. Like no. I'm not on some troll shit. Them niggas just got their ass kicked. That's why it's a good series. It's why I said, even though I think it's gonna be a close 6-game series, which obviously might go to 7 or it might be Bucks in 6. Even if it ends up in 5, I think all of these games are gonna be fantastic. I ain't checked my YouTube comments, but I hope that resonated with people that I said, look, all of these games are gonna be great. Right now, the Suns have a lot of work to do, and it's scary because the scariest part, and now let's talk about just Giannis for a second. At the end of the day, they had nothing for this nigga. It's not Chris Paul didn't do X, Y, and Z, because at the end of the day, you're kind of on dick. He facilitated the offense extremely well. He played solid defense. He's just 6 feet. He's not gonna stop every single play, but he still played really good defense. There was what the fuck? Some nigga like revved their dirt bike at a stop sign. Yo, bro, you good? Anyway, someone said his impact wasn't failure. That's fucking stupid. But nah, dog. Giannis was the best player on the court. It's just that simple. The first half, Giannis was on crazy passive timing, and why was that? Everyone's hitting their shots. Pat Connaughton ain't missing shit. Bobby Portis came out this bitch like a damn Energizer Bunny. Jrue Holiday is wildin'. Motherfucking Middleton wildin'. Why is Giannis supposed to go out there and drop fucking 80 and a quarter? Like, he's chilling. He made effortless but yet impactful passes. Every time Giannis passed the ball, it was to a motherfucker who was wide ass open. Then in the third quarter, let alone the fourth quarter, he turned it up. We give Coach Bud a lot of shit. Coach Bud credit where it's due. 1, you made several adjustments in this game. And 2, and more importantly, you knew, let's not let Giannis go the whole game on some passive shit, because if we need him in the fourth, which you did, then he would be available in the fourth if he got going in the third, which he was. Because there was no way Devin Booker was gonna just straight up be perfect dropping 40. He was bound to miss some shots, have some turnovers. There's no way. That's my whole thing. There's no way anybody else drops 40 and y'all are like, yep, it's his fault. Turnover, LOL. Bro, honestly speaking, and y'all know I don't throw this term around. Hey man, look. He's too old to be in training. So if he's gonna be a him, he's gonna be a him. And it's dumb strong consideration right now. I ain't going cap. Honestly, get it done, I might just say fuck it. Honestly, there may be a new him in town. He gotta get it done. Hell, even if he doesn't, maybe. But if he win this bitch, he might be a him. I ain't gonna lie. He might be a him. This is something that we will not ever see. My qualifications are simple. We're not gonna see a 6'11" nigga that can tween. And one of the biggest stretches of this game to me personally was when Giannis hit that post fade in that mid range in the late third. I'm trying to tell you, the Bucks were only up 8-6, I believe, or 8-9, one of those two. And Giannis came down the court on back-to-back plays, or not back-to-back. I think it was the first and the third play. He caught the ball, got doubled essentially, post fade, bang, post fade from 12 straight from the free throw line, hit that shit right over Yaden. Couple plays later, if not literally the next play, comes down the court, cross, they clog the paint, so he just pulls up and hits that motherfucker. That shit start happening, that's a whole different problem. That's a whole different problem. I ain't gonna lie, it's already a fucking problem, but that shit happened, that's a whole different problem, bro. That game was fantastic. Hell, I knew the result and forgot the result. That's how good the game was. With 27 seconds left, I thought D-Book was about to get a motherfucking bucket or some shit. I completely forgot they were gonna lose. That was fan-fucking-tastic, bro. Giannis got it. And one thing I want to talk about Giannis, another quick thing I want to talk about Giannis, man. Giannis is treated very weirdly, and I mean that in the sense of players don't talk about him. Honestly, fans give Giannis credit. I'm not about to sit here and bullshit. Fans give Giannis credit. I'm talking about players, particularly talented players in the NBA. How does one like CJ McCollum or Spencer Dinwiddie out there play NBA Xenoverse talking about what if Giannis can't play, or should Chris Middleton be Finals MVP? How is that a thing? How does that exist? I'm not saying they're evil people. I'm not saying they hate Giannis. So like all you CJ stands and your Spence stands, Harden stands, whoever the fuck, get it out your ass. All right, get the dick out your ass. I'm not saying they hate Giannis. What I am saying is, bro, how's that your thought process? To follow it up, CJ specifically, I'm not gonna bullshit. To follow it up with, I think Giannis deserves Final MVP, but Middleton should get some votes. No, he shouldn't. Respectfully, and I'm not saying Middleton was trash, but no, he shouldn't. He should get 0 votes. If the Bucks win Game 6, outside of Giannis being terrible and Middleton being great, there should be no person voting for Chris Middleton to win Finals MVP. If you ask 20 people who's Finals MVP, they all say Giannis, and then one person is like, oh, well, Middleton's been kind of good, though. I'm gonna actually give it to him. Nigga, if Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, Ja Morant, Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James have these 2 games, we're hearing about it all day. You wanna know why I chose those names specifically? Because it fucking happened. Ja Morant beat the Jazz. Ja Morant made it in the play-in. Everybody was sicing Ja. LeBron James had a fantastic game. Everybody was on Bron. Hell, I was talking about it's him. Damian Lillard has 50. Can't miss a fucking 3 to save his goddamn life. Everybody's talking about Dame. But Giannis is out here making the best finals plays in history. Like some of the best finals plays in history. Giannis got 2 of them. His first time there, he has 2 iconic moments already. Giving you 42 and a half, 5 and 13, and nobody says a word. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's honestly a joke. And if you wanted to give credit to the fact that this one he lost, cool. He won by 20 in this one. It's nothing that I can necessarily do, because like I said, what NBA players in the crib watching TSO right now type shit? But dog, y'all niggas, bro. What? The only somewhat sus game from Giannis this entire series was game 1, where I apologize, he had 20 and 17 on 6 of 11 shooting. That's his worst game of the series. I wonder the fuck why these were his numbers. Honestly, the same can be said about Jokic to a lesser degree though, because Jokic was their MVP. There's obviously some people speaking out for it. Luka Doncic, he's the one where I'm like, people do kind of talk about Luka. That's where it really kind of hits me. Is it because of how he does it? Like, is it because Giannis isn't out here tween, step back 3, pull up, contested deep range, bang for the win? Is that what it is? Because it just makes no sense. But this shit uncalled for, bro. And I'm just glad the fans love him. That video of the girl got his jersey signed, gave that nigga a folder or some shit. I ain't even hear the audio for real, but then like Giannis got him, made a cry. Giannis a good dude. One of the better players in the league, clearly at this point. I ain't know what the dude gotta do. I'm not saying LeBron James himself has to come out. Hell, LeBron is supporting Chris Paul. I'm not gonna, hey LeBron, you supported Chris Paul. Where's the Giannis? No. I'm not gonna treat them like how people pressure, hell, me, let alone way bigger YouTubers, content creators, etc. Not gonna say you gotta praise everybody who does good and slander everybody who does bad. But at some point, like, damn near no all-star, because seriously, I haven't seen one. I'm just keeping it high. I haven't seen one. You know what headlines more than Giannis dominating, Giannis doing this and that? Niggas was talking about how you can't win with Giannis. Hell, I was talking about how you can't win with the nigga to a degree. More people talked about that than Giannis just being great, and that's weird. I'm not gonna lie, that's weird. It's one thing for a guy like Ben Simmons who constantly disappoints, and that to be more abundant, because like, every time we see Ben Simmons. We're just sighing at the fact that he's basically the same dude since his sophomore year. Proved everyone wrong just for people to say medical ring. Nah, you know what's crazy? I ain't hearing that right now. And that's why I said it was hating at the time then in my son's video. By the way, I got the OG one back. I'm kind of pissed. It was blocked for like 3 days and I got it back, so I had to whatever. I ain't seen shit about a medical ring in the past 4 games. So it's gonna be real crazy to me that once these finals are truly concluded, that there's gonna be people talking about, well, this was just a medical ring. It's just trolls. Honestly, any of y'all that get triggered by that, you're a fucking clown your damn self, because bruh, it's so obvious troll. Everybody was sicing the lob, everybody was sicing the game, everybody was every time the Suns win, that gets siced because everybody wants Chris Paul to win. So it just simultaneously wouldn't make no sense whatsoever to just be like, it's a medical ring. Cut that shit out. That's honestly some hating ass shit. Fuck CP3. Y'all may think that because this is a thing that Chris Paul is one of my favorite players. He's not. He's just not. Probably not even my top 20. Where's the choke?
It's young Phenom, yeah, I got the cannon. If a nigga talk too much, I gotta blame him. I wonder where the hate come from. Gotta be a dum-dum undercover someone. You one of my children. Is it the paper, the moolah, the haters, the rumors, the leaked news of me and your shorty in Kama Sutra? I might just shoot you. Guns blazing, my little Ruger. This not a blooper. In the Honda, I just maneuver.